I have a confession to make. I've been really busy today with just a bunch of plans. It's the Sunday before Christmas. So went to church, spent some time with family and friends, and therefore I didn't have much time to edit. So I do have a video for you guys that I am trying to get out at a reasonable time, unlike yesterday. But it's just a pretty standard edit, you know. Usually I like to do all my zooms and like graphics, but this is very bare minimum. Look at it as more of a podcast, if anything. It's just me yapping about my favorite songs. I hope you enjoy it. Have it on while doing something else, probably. I don't know. It's not like as attention grabbing as my content usually is, but I had to post it in time for today so I can complete JP Christmas, and I promise the next 2 episodes, the last 2, are gonna be bangers. I promise. But until then, enjoy this longer form, kind of chill, me literally just talking in my chair about music. Guys, I can't lie. This whole JP Christmas thing is kicking my ass. I posted yesterday's video at like 11:30 a.m., which is just absolutely gonna tank any of its chances at doing well. I've never posted a video that late before, but I just was really trying to get it out before the day's end so I could make the challenge. I'm prioritizing posting 1 video a day over the videos doing well, which honestly is kind of stupid, but my top 10 songs of all time with like quotation marks, because obviously this is one of those things that's just always going to be changing. A couple days ago I sat down for like 30 minutes. I tried to cook up like a top 10 songs list, and that's what this is. I'm just waiting for my brother to watch this video back and say, wait, don't you like this song though? Wait, but Jason, you said that this song was one of your favorite songs of all time. I'm like, oh fuck, I completely forgot. So take this with a grain of salt, but I thought it'd be a fun video to just kind of show you guys a little bit of my taste, as well as like, you know, some of the like personal relationships I have with some songs. Because a lot of these are gonna be kind of nostalgia picks, or songs that I might not say are like the best songs I've ever heard, but are just my favorite because I have like a personal connection with them. For the sake of time and my sanity, we're not gonna be listening to the entire song. With each song, we'll play a little bit of it. I'll talk about it, some things I like about it, my connection to it. All right. That's enough of intro. Starting off with the honorable mention, we have Not Strong Enough by Boy Genius. I'm not going to play the song now, but I'll throw in a clip of me listening to it for the first time. I'm here for it. Opened in the kitchen. Ooh! Oh shit, that drum came out of nowhere! The only reason it didn't really make the top 10 is because I feel like I need to sit with it a little bit longer. You know, this is a song that I discovered like 8 months ago. Most of these songs I've been listening to for upwards of like a decade, but it's a fantastic song. I love the vocal performances from all 3 of them. I love the hook. I love the progression of the song. And overall, I just think there's something like really nice about those types of songs that have a lot of instrumentals going on and feel like there's a lot of energy behind them, but you're singing these lyrics that are kind of sad and like depressing. The chorus goes, I don't know why I am not strong enough to be your man. And yes, I know there's the implications of the fact that, you know, I'm pretty sure they're lesbians or at least bisexual. But even in general, I feel like you could zoom out on that song and just see like, oh, that's sad. I can't stop staring at the ceiling fan. Bars. If I make a video like this another time, a couple years from now, it'll probably be on this list, but it's not here now. Let's move on to the actual list though. I just want to clarify, like these top ones are basically all nostalgia, okay? And then I'd say top 6 to like top 5 are when I could really start to like defend them as good songs. The reason I felt the need to preface that is because number 10 is One Less Lonely Girl by Justin Bieber. How many I told you and start overs and shoulders have you cried on before? When I was little, I was a very big Justin Bieber fan. I feel like I missed the initial train of hype, so I didn't have to deal with the backlash that would normally come with being a kid that's a boy that likes Justin Bieber. And I also am pretty sure I probably just kept a lot of that to myself. But obviously, it's kind of ridiculous for a 21-year-old to have One Less Lonely Girl on his top 10 songs of all time list, especially when it makes music commentary content. This song is very corny, very cheesy, and in general, it's a song geared towards teenage white girls. But I've made the joke plenty of times. Honestly, it's not really a joke at this point that I have the music taste of a teenage white girl. It's like just a banger, if I'm being honest. I love how like corny the acoustic guitar sounds. The lyrics kind of flow really damn well. It's a simple song, but I knew I had to throw some Justin Bieber on here because that was the start of me like discovering music. When I was like 10 or 11, Justin Bieber was probably like the first artist that I was ever a fan of, that I would like listen to multiple of their songs. Well, him and another group that we'll mention later. And I thought about going a little more of a serious route with picking a song like Confident, but I was like, I don't really like that song that much. Like I'll stand on business with this one. Anytime this song comes on, I'm singing my heart out. That is the only Justin Bieber song here. That is probably the most, there's some other corny ones, but this is the most corny one. All right, we're just getting it out of the way now. Song number 9, we have I don't mind spending every day, and she will belong. She Will Be Loved by Maroon 5 is number 9. I love that song so much. As you can see, it's a little cut off, but right there is Songs About Jane. Songs About Jane is the first album that I ever listened to / first album that I had like a bunch of songs that I really liked. And I'm not a huge Maroon 5 guy these days, especially with the music that they pump out now. But I think the songs off of this album that I really like in particular just like played a big role in shaping my music taste. Because now, as much as I'd love to say I enjoy my Justin Bieber and Taylor Swift bangers, those are not the songs that I would pick to define my music taste like to a T. I think something like She Will Be Loved has that like sort of chill rock with like a little bit of a pop structure to it. And there's just something about it that's so like somber and so soft that I feel like I really resonated with growing up, and I still resonate with to this day. Maroon 5 is usually pretty hit or miss with lyrics. Or honestly, mostly miss. But I mean, I don't mind spending every day out on your corner in the pouring rain. Look for the girl with the broken smile. Ask her if she wants to stay a while, and she will be loved. Like, the blocking of it is a little bit awkward, but it's just such a beautiful song, you know? It's really simple. It's not always rainbows and butterflies. It's compromise that moves us along. My heart is full and my door's always open. You come anytime you want, yeah. I don't know what the hell Maroon 5's doing these days. Their music is so ass. But this song's a banger. All right, track number 8.
What we gotta do right here is go back.
I got a bad boy, I must admit it. Get my heart, don't know how you did it. It's The Way by Ariana Grande. Kind of a weird pick for me. Obviously, Ariana is one of my favorite artists, like ever, and right now, she's my favorite artist. So I knew I wanted to have some representation of her on this list. But if I'm being honest, I don't really listen to The Way that much these days. I'm more into her newer stuff. I just didn't feel comfortable putting like The Boy Is Mine. And this song was special to me because this was the first ever Ariana Grande song that I like really enjoyed. And more than that, I just think it embodies what I really like about her music, particularly her singing, you know, her ability to do these, you know, really fun runs, hit all those high notes, and, you know, just like the versatility of that. There's also something about like the bouncy pop sound, you know, with the piano bum 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 that I just really love. On top of that, they don't really do this type of stuff anymore where it's like pop girly artist with rapper, you know, and the rapper takes the bridge. That's kind of far. That's a deadly combo, bro. And yeah, I just think the flow of it, the progression of the song works really well. And honestly, for a while, it was my favorite Ariana Grande song. I don't know if it is now, but I didn't feel right putting any other Ariana Grande song. And I also didn't feel right not putting her on the list. Now, I'm definitely going to get some more judgment for what we're moving into right now, which is number 7. But I'm standing on business yet again. Play that bitch. Oh my god. We might have to listen to the entire song, bro. Oh my god. Disney's You Got Me. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my god. Oh, hit the second verse, High heels, red dress. Burning Up would be number 1 if I made this list when I was fucking 8 years old. Obviously, I'm 21 now, so it's not number 1, but this is the first song that I ever liked, I ever enjoyed. I was a huge Jonas Brothers kid growing up, watching Disney Channel, shit like that, so it was like Burning Up, and then all the other music I listened to. Like, that was the quintessential song for me. And if I'm being honest, I really do think it holds up. Like, the boom, 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 boom. That guitar is, like, fire, dude. The hook is really catchy. The second verse really flows into the next chorus, like, smoothly. I think it's a good song. I do have a Jonas Brothers album on the wall as well. I am a fan. I know their newer stuff is a little more divisive. I like their newer stuff, personally. Burning Up is, like, my childhood anthem. The only thing stopping me from putting it higher than some of these other ones is because, you know, I'm not gonna lie, that rap verse from the security guard is kind of fucked. It's kind of cringe, okay? I love it, kind of cringe. It's amazing, kind of cringe. That's right, I did it, guys, all right? You thought she wasn't making the list? You really thought she wasn't making the list? You're on the phone. If you could see that I'm the one who understands. Yeah, You Belong With Me by Taylor Swift. Obviously Taylor's version because we don't support Pooper Braun. This song is another one that I know I knew when I was really little because I have these vivid memories of listening to it on repeat, watching that music video over and over again with my cousins. Those cousins were all girls. So that could have really played a role into why my music taste is the way it is. Who knows? I knew I had to put Taylor Swift somewhere. Like, that was a given. And no other song really felt right. A, because, again, I knew it for so long. I loved it when I was a little kid. And I don't really think I need to defend the chorus. You know, everyone knows that this chorus slaps. This, to me, embodies, like, my favorite parts about Taylor Swift's music personally, which is just her ability to craft good hooks and also to, like, create these songs that don't necessarily have to go in too deep to, like, resonate with people. Obviously, it's a heartbreak song technically, but there's something about it that just makes you want to get up and jump and dance. She doesn't make music like that anymore. Not a lot of people make music like that these days. At least not in this pure form. And I'm not going to say it's Taylor at her best, but is Taylor doing what she does best at a surprisingly young age, which shows her promise in the future. If we're going the like Swifty analysis route, right? It's like when LeBron makes it to the finals as like a 23-year-old. Like it's impressive. Obviously, he didn't win. He didn't win MVP or anything. But that it's like showing his future ahead of. It's like, wow, this kid is doing this at this age. Imagine what they're gonna do in their peak. That's the point that I'm trying to make. When I was younger, I saw my daddy cry. You are the only exception. Amazing song. I love the second verse even more than the first one, but we'll just play the first verse. I love when that harmony comes in. Fuck it. Oh, that walk down. I know somewhere. The only exception by Paramore. Now, Paramore has a lot of songs that I like, a lot more than I discovered recently. But this song I've loved since I first discovered it when I was like, I don't know when this song came out, but I know I discovered it because my cousin introduced it to me. He used to like make a lot of covers on YouTube. I'm not gonna plug it because I don't know if he wants me to or not. And he covered this one, and I really liked it from the jump, and it's just stuck with me ever since. He's actually also a big part of like why I make YouTube videos now, because he had a YouTube channel, and I looked up to him, and I made a YouTube channel, and then I just kept doing it until here we are today. Particularly though, I do love this song because, you know, the lyrics are like really simple. There's no like insane metaphors going on. It's really sad and like tells this like story. This story of seeing love through other people, the people around you, and seeing how it hurts them. And that sort of causing you to put your guard up. And I love the chorus so much because it's just one line. Kind of the opposite of how a lot of songs would normally go, right? Because a lot of songs will sort of save their most complex melodies and most memorable lyrics and stuff like that for the chorus. This one really does a lot with the verses and then kind of spins the verse on its back and saying, listen, I hate love, but you're the only exception. Not only do I think that's a super relatable sentiment to me, I mean, my parents are happily married. That's not what I meant to say, but just, you know, in general, it's something I can relate to. But I also feel like in Haley's vocal delivery, you can kind of feel it coming out of her. Like, I told myself, you know, I'd never sing of love if it doesn't exist, but you're the only exception. I love Haley. Haley's like one of my favorite singers in the industry right now, to be honest. I know she doesn't have like a crazy unique voice, but she can just do it all. You know, this is like a ballad, and she's killing it. Then you have like the ignorances, you know, and like the misery businesses where she's just like screaming and it's fire. And yeah, it's a great song. Go listen to it if you don't listen to it. It's super popular, so I'm sure you do, but yes, I did do it. Okay, this is the route that I went. I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke fellas. Gold Digger is my favorite Kanye song because that beat is just insane. One of the reasons why I love this song so much is I feel like, you know, Kanye's earlier stuff really does this thing of like merging, not like R&B, but like soul music with more modern hip hop, and this like mesh where you have Jamie Foxx doing that melody for that hook, and it sort of turns into a sample a little bit when you introduce those drums. And it's also pretty like lighthearted topic, but he kind of gets into like the nitty and gritty of like the details in the verses, which I really love. It's catchy, it's fun. It's my favorite Kanye song. I love the fancier Kanye ones, but I also just feel like creating something like this really shows his knack for just, you know, being able to find a good groove and build a song around it. You've seen those videos of him working the drum pads, you know, like he has that gift, and it's great when he can do it on a bigger scale, but sometimes simpler is better. Yeah. Oh, I wish I was Adam Levine, bro. Actually, I don't, because he's kind of a creep, but the song slaps, and I would love to be able to sing this song in the right key. Trace your every outline. Oh, yeah, yeah. Fantastic song, dude. All right, I have 2 Maroon 5 songs. Kind of wild. Sunday Morning is another song that same cousin that introduced me to Only Exception introduced me to the song too. I just feel like the lyrics are really beautiful. You know, again, it's that Maroon 5 thing where like they are blocked kind of weirdly, I'm not gonna lie. But I just love the hook of, you know, things get so crazy, living life gets hard to do, but I would gladly hit the road, get up and go if I knew that someday it would lead me back to you. And then the last time that it comes around, he goes, find a way to bring myself back home to you. Oh my God. Oh my God, he's so good. Oh my God, I love this song so much. I love a good rainy day song. You know what I mean? Again, it's that soft sort of rock feel. And I love that you feel the emotion of it, but it's not necessarily sad emotion. A little more like optimistic. It's like the hope. And I think that's what I really resonate with, is that at the end of the day, a lot of these songs are heartbreak songs. A lot of these songs are really corny and, you know, goofy ones. But there's something that's so strong about a simple song like this with simple lyrics and a simple concept, but just doing it. And like doing it to a T. Also, I mean, the guitar on it's phenomenal. I just love it so much. I fall more in love with this song every time I listen to it. All right, we're hitting the top 2, guys. All right, chill. This is kind of crazy. I've tried for so long years I've wanted to learn how to do this guitar riff, but I could never do it because John Mayer's a god and I'm just a man. Steady, not breathing, silently screaming. I love electric guitar so much. I think a good electric guitar riff on a song like that is, oh, it just carries its weight so much. Edge of Desire is one of those songs that just feels so grand, but there's also like a level of intimacy to it. The lyrics are kind of not vague, but just very general. But there's like all these like little one-liners that you could really take a lot out of. Young and full of running, tell me where's it taking me? Like, yeah, facts. Obviously, yeah, duh. Just a great figure eight or a tiny infinity. That's a bar, dude. Saying that, love in life is about perspective. We could either be a great figure eight or a tiny infinity. There's a very thin line between the two. Personally, I could also see interpreting that as like love being this thing that seems really daunting in front of you, but in actuality is really simple. It looks gigantic in front of you, but no, it's just a figure eight. You know what that looks like. It's very, very simple. Love is really nothing but a dream that keeps waking me. Bro, that's facts, dude. Oh my. I can keep going with these lyrics, but the truth is, I love this song because it just feels like the embodiment of not being able to sleep at night because you're thinking about someone. That's exactly what it is. And, next time you're on Demon Time and you play this song while you're like trying to fall asleep and it's like, all your lights are off in your room, fuck, that shit slaps. Especially when the production expands during the bridge and you get that guitar solo and things just like really start to open up. It feels so like vast. It's larger than life, but you also know the emotion that it's trying to convey quite directly. It's love, it's longing for someone, and it's beautiful. I will learn that guitar riff someday. It's really fucking hard, dude. This is kind of a weird note to end the list on, but this is my favorite song of all time. Play that bitch. That's right. I did it, okay? To admire, cause you shine something like a mirror. I don't wanna lose you now. I'm looking right at the other half of me. I have a lot of songs on here that a lot of people probably question. I think you play that song for anyone and they'll say, yeah, that's a good fucking song. I have yet to meet someone that does not like Mirrors, okay? Justin Timberlake's vocals are very clean cut. His tone is very simple, but he's got the control. He's got the vocal control. This song, I think, works so well because the hook is fantastic. The melody of the chorus is phenomenal. Those guitars as an introduction just feel so grand and so like orchestral. I'm like, oh, you're like thrusted into the scene. Like, ooh, it's so cinematic. And then it drops in his introduction. Aren't you something? And you're like, ooh, we're going. And you hear the beatboxing, the Timbaland beatboxing, right? And you're like, oh, fuck. Oh, we just got like all gritty. We used to be like really up here. Now we're like, ooh, we're rolling with it. And then you slowly build up. Because with your hand in my hand and a pocket full of soul, you feel like you're going up the roller coaster right there. Oh my God, I love that. And then you go strong. I don't want to lose you now. Ooh, and then you drop back into it. And it's just, just get that going. A lot of the metaphors they use are kind of on the nose, a little bit corny. With your hand in my hand and a pocket full of soul. What does that even mean, bro? But I love this song so much for a bunch of reasons. A, because of the way I just described, I think it's a fantastically made song. I've loved listening to it since I first discovered it back when it came out in like 2012, probably, something like that. 2013. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It just has the perfect energy of like a song that you could sing your heart out to that also has moments where you could groove and dance. And then when you get to that post-chorus, it's like you're my mirror. It feels like you're just letting it roll out too. It's like, oh, so good. I think it's one of the best pop songs of all time because of all the reasons that I said. It just takes everything that I love about pop music, having good hooks, having strong production, having good variety in your progression of the song, with ups and downs that, you like smoothly transition in between. That's the thing about these top two songs, that I feel like they just feel so like grand, but at the same time personal. And I know that's kind of like an oxymoron. I don't know. Like it doesn't make sense. They're about love, right? So not to get like super corny, but a lot of people say, love is super complicated, super complex, but it's also like the simplest thing in the world because yeah, it causes all these problems. It makes people feel all these complex emotions, but at the end of the day, you just love someone and that's it, right? It's just love. So songs that embody that in ways that are larger than just what you're saying, I think is so powerful. And that's what ends up resonating with me. And it's not even something that I really think about too much in the moment. I'm just like, I like this song. I don't know why. I just like it. But sitting on it longer, those are the types of things that really give it that lasting power to be like a banger to this day. To this day. Speaking of mirrors, this is the song that's on the new Dutchmen EP that I had the solo for. Go check it out. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Obviously, you guys can see how much the song Mirrors means to me. That's my favorite song of all time, and I got to do a cover of it, so it does mean a lot to me. Especially because I never really thought We're gonna trauma dump. Should I trauma dump? Yeah, sure. Growing up, my parents are both very big musicians. My dad does music for a living. My mom is like, she's a really fantastic singer. She's one of those singers that like she could sing Happy Birthday and she just can't help it. She'll make it sound amazing, you know? And because of that, I always kind of felt insecure in my like singing abilities because I knew no matter how much I tried, no matter how much training I ever would have gotten, I would never be as good as her because she just had like the natural gift for it. So my parents would always, try to make me sing growing up. And I loved singing. I loved music. But I was too shy. I was a shy kid. Over time, I sort of slowly came out of my shell. Join choir, get into like a select choir here. Join an acapella group, get a solo. But getting to record mirrors for my acapella group that I'm in really just like not only gave me more confidence, but it was honestly like kind of an emotional thing for me. Like when I first heard the mix of it, I told very few people this. I almost teared up because I guess it showed me like how far I came from the kid that was literally too shy to sing in front of his parents. And yeah, it was just really special to me, I guess. I don't know. Being in that group has helped my confidence and my musical abilities a lot. Because I kind of realized that when it comes to like singing in particular, you kind of just work with what you got rather than trying to compare yourself to everyone else. You just find the ways to make your own voice sound good. And yeah, I think I realized that in the moment. Because I was like, damn, I sound pretty good. No, but yeah, so Mirror's my favorite song of all time, I guess. It was one of my favorite songs of all time, and I think that experience, being able to record it and having it out there, having it, for people to listen to, really cemented it for me as my favorite song of all time. I'm just always going to have such a personal connection to that. Anyways, I know this video is kind of simple, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you have some favorite songs that you want to drop in the comments, please do so. Let me know if any of my songs would make your list too. Probably not, right? Because there's so many songs in the world. But I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, with another video.
Just
Giddy up,
hear
giddy up,
those sleigh
dum,
bells
dum,
ringing,
yeah,
it's
giddy up,
living to see another
dum,
day.
come
On there's ring ding a ling a
dum,
ling a ling
dum,
ding a ling a ling
dum,
goo. Sleigh ride together with you.